Hey guys, what's going on? I want to thank you for joining me on another episode of Talking with Jess. That's right, it is me, the Mad Hatter behind the microphone, the villain with the vocabulary, the best from east to west. You are now talking with Jess Jess. And hopefully you all are enjoying your summer so far. Before we get started, let's crack one open. We need a pep in your step, some pride in your stride, a boost in your caboose. Put a green and black can in your hand. Monster Energy, unleash the beast. Oh, that's what crack open. Started today. Now, shall we begin? It's that time of year again. It's around this time. This happens every 4 years. And no, I'm not talking about an election. Even more entertaining, probably a little bit more honest, the Olympics, where world-class athletes from around the globe get together to showcase their skills, to show that why they are the best in the world. From track and field, wrestling, gymnastics, you name it, the best of the best meet on a global stage for an opportunity to show that they are number one in their chosen field. Which brings me to this. There's a bit of controversy surrounding the track and field of the Olympics concerning one Sha'carri Richardson. Sha'carri Richardson recently popped for marijuana on a drug test, and now she has taken a suspension for 30 days. And a lot of people feel as though she was unfairly suspended because it was just marijuana, and some people have even pulled a race card saying that she was put on blast because she's a woman and she's a woman of color. And I will say this much right about now, those two things are, are hot for the media. The fair treatment of women and the fair treatment of people of color. And let's face it, she fits both categories. Now, there's no denying that Sha'carri Richardson is a world-class, badass athlete on the track and field. And there's no doubt that once the suspension is over, I truly believe she's going to bring home a couple of gold medals. But since we're talking about fair treatment of people of color, or the media, or I guess several people in the media want to pull the race card with this, let's go back in history and let's actually talk about who's being treated fair and who's not being treated fair. Back in 1936, Jesse Owens represented the United States of America in Berlin, Germany, and was the first African American to win 4 gold medals in a single Olympics. And afterwards, after representing America, after bringing home 4 gold medals, Jesse Owens wasn't invited to the White House by President Roosevelt. Was not. It was like, yeah, you won. It's whatever. Jesse Owens was even acknowledged as a great athlete by Adolf Hitler, but was not acknowledged by President Roosevelt. Afterwards, Jesse Owens took a job as basically a PE teacher, making $30 a week, and then he moved on to become a band leader, and he ended up owning a dry cleaning business afterwards. Sadly, Jesse Owens would pass away, I believe, in 1980, but that was an unfair treatment. He represented the United States of America. He won 4 gold medals in a single Olympics, and I think he's the only one to do that to this date. Somebody research that and tell me if I'm wrong or not, but that's an unfair treatment. Flash forward. Some of our parents may remember this. 1968 in Mexico, Tommy Smith and John Carlos raised their black glove fists in the air in representation of human rights. And this came out the mouth of John Carlos. It wasn't about just black rights. It was human rights. In the 1968 Olympics, while the national anthem was being played, subsequently they were taken off the podium. They were taken off their podiums, escorted off stage, and booed out of the arena. Afterwards, their family received death threats. They lost endorsements. They were shunned. They were treated unfairly once they arrived back into the United States of America. I'm not sure if they were invited to the White House or not, but I do know they received hell of a backlash for their actions. That seems to be a little bit more harsh than just a 30-day suspension. And even people have thrown out the name Michael Phelps. Whoa, he got busted for weed, and what did they do to him? If I'm not mistaken, Michael Phelps got suspended for 3 months. He lost endorsements and so forth, and people question everything else he's done before. And the beauty of this all is that I mentioned accountability a lot. Sha'carri Richardson says, hey, I know what I did was wrong. I'm going to take it on the chin. I accept full accountability for my actions, and you move forward, and which is the true definition of a champion and a leader. A 30-day suspension to me, and this may receive some sort of backlash, to me is a slap on the wrist as to what could have happened. Because in this climate, if the Committee on Olympics decided to go full force and say, nah, we're just going to ban you altogether, then it would have been, excuse my French, a shitstorm, if you will. However, we really got to be careful when we're pulling cards and pulling cards and not looking at things for what it is. You may not like it. Rules are rules. Things are set in place. Once again, I do believe that she is going to come forth, continue on, and win some gold medals and bring them back to the United States of America. But that is all for now. Hey, make sure you tap that like button, rack that subscribe button, and bang that share button. And until next time, I'm off like a dirty shirt. You guys take care of yourselves. Excellence over excuses. People feel as though